Hello, hi, hey, I am Melanie, and today I have a little bit different of a video for you. So normally I kind of like hike and travel in van life, but today I thought it would be fun to take you on a haunted hiking trail and tell a ghost story about the legends of the Superstition Mountains. So, this mountain range is full of lore and mysticism, and it is dubbed the most haunted hiking area, probably in the United States. I am currently in the Lost Dutchman State Park within the Tonto National Forest around Apache Junction, Arizona. There's also a little ghost town nearby here in remembrance, I think, of the prospectors that used to live out here and mine for copper. So the story of the Superstition Mountains takes us back before the prospectors were even an issue here, back to when the Native Americans inhabited this land. It has been said that there's been quite a few different tribes of Native Americans who've lived around here, including the Hohokam, who have made beautiful petroglyphs on the other side of this mountain where the hieroglyphic trail is. I have hiked that before. I will link it up here or in the description box if you would like to check that out. And also the Pimas were thought to have lived around here, but during the 1800s, the tribe that lived around here most prominently were the Apaches. The Apaches believed that dangerous spirits lived out in these mountains, and subsequently, they did not hunt or live anywhere nearby them. When prospectors came into the area and forced the Native Americans out of the land while they were mining for copper, they took the play on the lore of the mountains from the Native Americans and nicknamed this range the Superstition Mountains. Around 1850, Miguel Peralta and his family were out here in this mountain range when they stumbled across a gold mine. This mine is later referred to as the Peralta Mine and has since been unable to be found. The Peralta family was soon massacred and butchered within the massacre grounds that I am at right now, soon after finding this gold mine, with only a couple members of the family surviving. Now, there's a lot of different takes on this story. I read a bunch of different research and a bunch of different articles, and as ghost stories go, there's a lot of things that differ, so I'm just going to try to sum up the best of what I can from the general gist of the articles that I read. So, tales of the Peralta mine got out, right? And there was this guy, his name was Jacob Waltz. He was a German immigrant, and the term for German is Deutsch, and, you know, being out here in America, it was really easy for them to turn Deutsch to Dutch, hence the German immigrant Jacob Waltz became the Dutchman. He was obsessed with the Peralta mine and wanted to come out here and strike gold. So he got together a group of people, including two descendants of the Peralta family, his best friend Jacob Weiser, and an archaeologist. And that soon they set off into an expedition out into the mountains. Days went by. Days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to months. And no one from the Dutchman party had returned. Some even say it was years later before Jacob Waltz himself, the Dutchman, rode back into town on a lame mule, battered and bloody. Nobody returned from the Dutchman party, but Jacob Weiser, his best friend's corpse, was found later out in the mountains, and the wounds were undetermined to what caused his injuries. Was it the Dutchman himself who killed his party? Was it the dangerous spirits? It is said that he spent the next 20 years in and out of a state of catatonia, garbling nonsense about danger and mysticism. Every time that he did wake, a doctor coined the term that he had kaleidoscope delirium, and he died in he died in 1891, 20 years later, he set out for the party in 1870. I'm trying to get all the numbers right in my head. But yeah, he died in 1891, apparently screaming from a nightmare. And it is said that this man, Jacob Waltz the Dutchman, had told, some accounts say that he told a neighbor, some say that he left her a map of where the gold was out in this mountain range. And he claimed to have, I guess, found it in his state of catatonic garbling. So the story goes. So later on, Adolf Ruth, against, the warnings of many people saying, it's really dangerous to go out there, he decides to take a 2-week expedition out into the mountains in 1931. So it's suffice to say he did not find the mine. He did not find the Peralta mine. It didn't happen. But his skull was found 6 months later with 2 bullet holes in it, suggesting that he had been shot at close range with perhaps a rifle. So he never found it either. And there's just tons of stories about people going out into this mountain range in search of the gold and getting lost, never to be found, or dying. So what do you think? Do you think it is the dangerous spirits that protect the gold mine? Do you think it is the lust for gold driving people insane, bringing them to insanity? I don't know. I will let you be the judge of that. But thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I need to get my dirty dog back. Oh my God. Lady. Yeah. And if you would like to see more of these kind of videos, please let me know in the comment box below. Alright.